Today's lesson, we are going to learn how to factor a trinomial that has something here in the a value. A number here, instead of it just being x squared, there's going to be a number here. There's going to be a coefficient here. So we're going to learn how to do this. It looks like it could be very complicated, but there's certain steps we can follow to kind of create those different puzzle pieces so it fits all together. The first step we do, we multiply the a value and the c value. So you multiply 3 times negative 15, and we get negative 45. Now, from this, we want to factor this value. This is step 2. And we want to use the sum of these factors that come up to be our b value, which is 4. So again, with our horseshoe, factoring, and again, one number has to be positive, one has to be a negative. Since this is plus, the bigger number has to be positive. So I start with negative 1 and 45. That doesn't work. 2 doesn't go into 45. I know 3 does, so negative 3 and 15. That comes out to 12. 4 doesn't work because that's not an even number. 5 does work, and it goes in 9 times. Negative 5 and 9 is 4. So these are the numbers I'm going to use. Negative 5 and positive 9. Now step 3 says to rewrite. Now, looking at this, we're rewriting this middle term of the 4x. We're going to rewrite that. The a term and the c term stay the same. That's still going to be 3x squared. But now we have a minus 5x. And we have a plus 9x. These numbers go with our x's. And if you notice, all we did, we just changed this to a 4x to a negative 5x and 9x. We kind of just spread it out. And we're left with our minus 15. So this step, which is in green and blue, is right here. We just rewrote it. Now we want to factor it out. We want to look at the first two right here, the 3x squared and negative 5x, and factor a number out, or in a variable if possible. Can we factor anything out from 3 and 5? No, but I can factor an x out. When I factor that x out, it becomes 3x minus 5 on the inside. Over here, what can we factor out of 9x and minus 15? I can factor out a 3 here. So again, this is a plus sign here, becomes plus 3, and this becomes 3x minus 5. Now I want you to look at this for a minute. Okay? I want you to look at this for a minute. What do you know? What do you notice? Hopefully you notice that this is 3x minus 5 along with this 3x minus 5. And my screen's sliding. Okay? That's important. If these things aren't the same, either it's not factorable or we screwed up. And again, I'm not here to mess you up at all. I'm going to tell you that you can factor every one of these problems. Okay? Now the last step, write two binomials from here. Now one of them is already here, the 3x minus 5. The new one is this and that, the x plus 3. And there's our answer. X plus 3, parentheses, and then 3x minus 5 in parentheses. There's our two binomials. All right? We're going to try another one. Same process. Start off with 2x squared minus 13x minus 7. So again, think about what's coming first. Try to do this on your own. A value times C value is 14. Negative 14, I'm sorry. Let's do a horseshoe. Now remember, when we add them up, it has to equal negative 13. So, because this is negative, my bigger number has to be negative. So we'll start with 1 and negative 14, and look at that, it's the first one. Positive 1 and negative 14. So now I want to rewrite this. Here's my step 3. The 2x squared stays the same. Plus x minus 14x minus 7. Now we want to factor out a GCF. Now pay attention here, because this is where it gets a little bit tricky. This first one, okay, just looking at this, we can see that we can factor out an x, leaving me 2x plus 1. What do you think has to be over here in parentheses? If we started with a 2x plus 1 here. Also, a 2x plus 1. But if I just factor a 7 out here, make sure that it's not just a 7, but we can factor out a negative 7. Divide this by negative 7, divide that by negative 7, you end up with 2 positive terms here. So we still have our 2x plus 1 here to finish it off. Now combine this, x minus 7. And there's our answer. X minus 7 in parentheses and 2x plus 1 in parentheses. Okay. Keep these steps down. It will help you factor over the next couple days. See you next time.